everybody, it's Charlie again, and I'm currently playing Big Rumble Boxing Creed Champions. And yeah, guys, just wanted to do another replay review on a game that I think is pretty good in 2024. But yeah, other than that, let's get into it. Hope you guys enjoy. What's up, guys? How's it going? Gonna do another replay review, and this time on a boxing game that I think a lot of people may have ignored. It's called Creed Champions. Big Rumble Boxing, guys. Really good game. Caught me by surprise because it was really cheap when I got it. I think it was like $7.99, but it doesn't matter what the price was. The point is, it mixes two things that I like, which is arcadiness and realism, because it still has some technique behind it, but it's very arcadey. It's on the hilarious side sometimes. But you can. The reason why you shouldn't play it on the I wouldn't recommend it on the PS4 that much, because it doesn't look as good as on the PS5, and it doesn't have the rumble feature. You feel every impact on the PS5, and I love that about it. I thought it was so interesting that they added that enhancement to it. But yeah, overall, I think the game is worth buying. It should be on special most of the time, if I'm not mistaken. It took me a while to decide. I know I'm ridiculous for $7.99. Why the hell not? You know, just to try it. But I'm frugal sometimes with my money. The point is that the game is worth buying. As you can see, two of the famous Creed franchise characters here. I haven't seen those movies. I saw part of the first one, so I decided not to do the story mode with either of these characters, because everybody has their own story mode, believe it or not, which is another cool feature about the game. But as you can see, you know, they do the count out stuff. There's no referee. That's the only arcadey thing about it, I guess. But they do a count out, and sometimes you get knocked out. Here's the main menu, guys. Basic arcade versus training, how to play. I recommend you look into some of these. The game is simple and easy to get into, but there's some technicalities that you might want to try to get really good at it. But yeah, anyways, as you continue on here, right here, I'm showing a little bit of the training mode. As you can see, they kind of help you to learn combinations and different things, because like I said, it seems simple, but it can get technical. Obviously, I am a fan of the original Rocky movies, which is why I had an interest in this, and obviously I like boxing as well. So I was like, you know what, let me try it. Maybe it's not that bad. They look kind of cartoony, kind of like action figures, but screw it, let me try it. And guess what? I don't regret it, because there's also training montages. Yep, running the treadmill, punching the meat, you know, and all that stuff. You guys know if you watch the Rocky movies. And the training montages are part of the thing, right? Well, there's a story mode. And obviously I did the Rocky one first because I had to. And obviously I did Apollo Creed's as well, because those are the two most famous characters in the Rocky series, in my opinion. And there's generic characters like this guy. There's other boxers, not only the famous Rocky franchise boxers, which have their own cool moves, and honestly, they have their own personalities and their own little backgrounds. They also have their own stories, so you could do arcade mode. I don't know why you would want to if you think about it. But at the same time, the game's mechanics are fun, so they kind of make you want to try it. If you haven't noticed by now, in the first clip I showed, basically each one has like a special move that they do to knock somebody out. Very similar to where they grabbed it from, which is from the movies originally. The techniques come out to be similar to, I forgot, Ready to Rumble, I think it was called, for the Dreamcast. If you guys played that, this is very similar to that in some ways. And as you can see, I'm doing that finisher. Boom. And yeah, the characters in this one come out more because these are characters we know and love from those movies. Now, I can't tell you this is one of the best fighting games I've ever played. Of course not. But because it's related to the Rocky series, it makes it more, you know what I'm saying? Plus, you could feel every impact, every hit. When you get hit and stuff, you feel it on the controller. On the PS5, of course. And bam! Everything feels arcadey yet realistic at the same time. It's hard to explain. You could match combinations, dodge at the right time, and then hit. You guys know what I mean. Stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, obviously I haven't done boxing in years. When I was younger, I tried it a little bit. I was never an expert or anything, but I really enjoyed watching it as well. Right here, there's a couple of arenas and places where you can fight. There's also street fighting ones as well where you can fight outside as well. Obviously, you won't. I did mostly the ring ones because that's what the movies are like, most of them, except for 5, I think. Let's pretend that movie didn't happen. Some people like 5, hey, Rocky 5, fine, you know. But anyways, here's Apollo Creed legendary matchup against the one and only Ivan Drago. And you guys remember Ivan Drago? I must break him. or if he dies, he dies. That's everybody's favorite. That's my favorite. If he dies, he dies. Like these memes and stuff based on him. But yeah, basically the gist of it is this game is good. I'm going to give this game a 7.5 out of 10. Part of it is driven through nostalgia through the movies. But I do think most of you guys would enjoy it. I think most people would enjoy this. Graphics are good. They look shredded. They look cool. The gameplay is good, very easy to use, and come on, special moves and all that, you can't lose, man. It's fun. It's a good time overall. And the characters are very faithful to their physical appearance if you look at them. There isn't much more to say. It's a very simple, straight to the point game. Stories based on the movies, guys, with some little extras, little extra fights in there, you know, that maybe Rocky did and you never heard about, his trip to Mexico and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of little makes it a little spicy. Obviously, this is a jump in, jump out kind of game. I don't expect you to spend hours. It's not The Witcher 3, guys. Okay? It's not Red Dead 2. You know, but regardless, it's a good fighting game. It's not going to be Street Fighter, Tekken, or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? In terms of fighting. But it has its own thing. And that's what I think you would enjoy about it. You're going to notice that it's a little bit different from even Ready to Rumble on the Dreamcast. But it's also similar. It's also different from the famous boxing games. Boxing Kings, I think we call it. There's a new boxing game coming out too. I've been looking at it. It's going to be like $80. I don't know how that's possible. But so far, if you guys want to hold up on that boxing stuff, this will hold you up a little bit. And try to play it with friends. I'm sure it's fun with friends. I haven't played it with any of my friends. I've been doing nothing but CPU. That's how fun it is for me. But I do have a video with the whole Rocky story on my channel, so you can look it up. It should be on my videos. But yeah, guys, 7.5 out of 10. In my opinion, that's a very fair score. And yeah, play it on the PS5 with the improvements. You won't regret it. The sound, the gameplay, and the sensors on the controller are totally worth it. But anyways, guys, here are the settings. Basically, you know, you got your sound, audio, you got your general, you got your credits and stuff like that. But anyways, I'm gonna have to go ahead and end it right here, guys. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe when you get a chance. And like I always say, go get 'em.